hard fought on the road. You didn't get to 85. 75 was enough. Tell us about the win, Bucky.
Great defense.
Great defense.
I mean, great. Like, in this league, or if you're going to be competitive in the league, you got to be very adaptable. Unless you're just a team that's, just so overwhelming, you just do your deal every single time and get away with it. But tonight on the road, we had to be able to lock down the half court. Some games it calls for we're going to have to turn teams over. This game called for, I got you, that's my guy, and it's me versus you, and I got to have pride and guard him the way you saw our guys, and I thought it was epitomized by Marcus Hill.
Yeah.
You could tell that they took that personal. And, it wasn't the greatest offense, even though it wasn't bad, but it was lockdown half-court defense here on the road and persevering late in that game. And we needed that one.
Yeah.
We needed that one, and that was a great road win.
Not a validation, but you talked about Wednesday being a turning point. You have to come out with that jump, with that juice, and get a win if that's going to be the turning point for the season.
For sure. I mean, it's a quad one game.
Yeah.
In the road in this league, they're hard to come by. And, truth is, I mean, we're at 9 wins in the league, and we've got 4 games to go. And I told our players we need to start thinking this before the Ole Miss game. You're ever going to win the NCAA tournament, you got to win 6 games in a row.
Yeah.
And we have 6 games left. And I said, you don't get to play in the NCAA tournament if you don't have that level of focus that you do in the NCAA tournament before it starts. You can't get to the NCAA tournament all of a sudden, your senses are keener.
Yeah.
You're playing more aggressive, and you got a pop to you. You got to have that to get to the tournament. And we said, let's make these 6 games our NCAA tournament. So now we go to Arkansas.
Yep.
We're in the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Yep.
Here we go. And that's got to be our mindset.
Gotcha.
What's interesting, though, both teams, I was saying, if you weren't a fan of either team, the way it was played in the first half, it was punch, counter punch. It was a fun game to watch.
Yep.
But it became a slug-out defensive battle in the second part, and that half. And then also your substitution pattern. It takes a toll. We talk about it, but you saw it happen in the second half, I thought.
I thought so, and we held them to a low percentage from 3. We're number 1 in the SEC in defensive 3-point percentage, holding teams to 30% from 3, which you got to be able to guard the 3.
Right.
And I think we do that. Yeah, we're switching and doing things, but I think we utilize our depth to lean on another team, hopefully as much as we can. And some of the shots they may make early, they don't make late.
Right.
And that may be attributed to somebody that only got about 5 minutes, but he came in there and he did his job to lean on the other team.
Well, it also works on getting to that rebound, too, on that missed shot.
Exactly right.
Being strong enough. Marcus going up in that crowd and getting that late rebound, what a play that was.
It was huge. And the refs called a fair game, but they let it go late.
Right.
On both ends.
Well, you saw Rashawn battling down there. I mean, that was a war inside. And you get the little touch foul in the backcourt, but they let those guys just.
They let it go around the rim late. And that was and we told Ryland, we came out of that timeout, we had the play drawn up for Ryland to come off that wide pin, get to the elbow. We said, hey, we told him, you got to make this. They're not going to call foul.
Yeah.
Don't expect that. You don't have to make this. And we got it to him, and he most parts of the game have been in one, but late under minute,
and then it ain't gonna happen.
And that was a big play.
You're on the road. Oklahoma leads for a grand total of 9 seconds. That's outstanding.
The counter punch was amazing.
I thought so.
When they would either tie or they went ahead, we immediately answered.
Yeah, I agree. We didn't offense. They had too many offensive rebounds the first half. We went to our zone there, and I think they missed 7 shots in a row in our zone. But they kept rebounding it. And but other than that, man, it was such a clean defensive game that it would have been a hard break for us not to come away with.
Yeah,
I can live.
Right.
I can live with. Let me say this: when you have a loss and you guys don't really defend, like I didn't think with Missouri, even though they were big, we had more to give. I just felt. I know they were big, but we took a possession or 2 off, and in a 1-point game, that's what happens. Tonight on D, I don't think we took a possession off, and that's why in these games they're set about 1, 2, 3, or 4 points.
Every single one.
But what was interesting too, I thought, kind of a little wrinkle that caught me off guard. Either was the curl that Ryland had when you had to have that bucket, and everybody's going to think he's going to fade behind the arc, he's going to shoot the shot, but he took it to the rack and made a tough shot in the paint.
Yeah, he did, and he's a money player.
Yeah,
he's long. He played really good defense tonight. When we had a good flow to us there at one point in the second half on offense. There was a good flow. We're just going, we're playing, we're confident, we're doing what we got to do. But, look, this team right here has been really good of late.
Yes.
They won at Vandy big, okay? They were in the game till about the 8-minute mark at Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But they had won several games in a row and been right there. In this building, they played everybody really well.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew that in the first game when we played, or the first time we played them, maybe game 2 or 3 of the league, we played one of our best games. And it still came down to the very end.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And now we're coming in here where they're playing even better than they were.
Yeah.
We knew it would take our best effort. And, that was a pretty dang good effort.
Backcourt. Oklahoma's backcourt combines 32 points. They shoot 47%. I told John, you hold them 6 for 20, combined 16. Half their total, they shoot 30%. Exemplified what you're talking about the defense, correct?
It did. And it was a real challenge, and I'll tell y'all this. I don't want to say this after a loss because it sounds like a coach is deferring blame. But at this time of year, this is a player's game. They know what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know what they do.
That's right.
And at the end of the day, you got your guy, and if I switch off, then I got that guy.
Yep.
And guess what? That guy's got me. And when I go to the basket, I'm going to have to finish through this contact. And when I'm guarding him, I'm going to have to stop him. And if it's me and him on the rebound, I got to get it.
That's it.
There is no – schemes can go out the window this time of year.
It is.
And I wanted to say that after a win because, if I say after a loss, people are going to say, what you doing, Coach? So.
Going to be a good fight.
I get it. I absolutely get it.
Bucky, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
As
y'all.
always, congratulations on the victory.
Gig 'em, boys.
You got it.